my dear honorable brothers and sisters and super interested learner of English language. Hope you are all great, fine, all by the mercy of Almighty Allah, and I'm also doing fantastic by the mercy of Almighty Allah. Today I'm here again with another new content. Hope this content will really help you as well as those who are super interested to learn English language. I think this content will really help for them. So in these times or in this content, I will try to explain about vocabulary. So those who are actually learning English language, there is a basic question that in which way, what types of tricks and technique we should follow for increasing our level of vocabulary, what we should do, and what types of works or activities I should do for increasing my level of vocabulary within very short time. I will inshallah try to explain here these sorts of informations within very short time, and I will try to follow or I will try to explain here by following or by providing my own thought, my own perception, or my own point of view. As a learner, I'm also a learner of English language, and I'm also learning different types of vocabs and every single day. So what types of tips and techniques, or what is the way that I usually follow for increasing my levels of vocabulary? Okay, so for learning or for increasing our vocabulary, I think we should listen. Apart from this, we should read. So listening and reading, these are the main 2 point or 2 places for learning new and fantastic vocabs. I usually try to read as well as try to listen each and every single day. And there is a technique when you or someone will listen from someone, or when you will listen or you will see different types of video from YouTube. I think you should take a notebook, short notebook. I have also my short notebook, and my short notebook always I always keep that on with me, and whenever I find out any new vocabs, any fantastic or active vocabulary, I would usually try to note down those vocab in my short notebook. And after noting those vocabs, those unknown vocabulary, after a certain time or certain period, when I usually free, when I feel free, I don't have any work, when I feel very lazy, or when I have leisure time, I usually try to see the meaning of those vocab from vocabulary. So in this sensory vocabulary, or if you have time, you can easily search those words in your phone dictionary. It's really available in every mobile phone. Okay, so we should utilize our mobile phone, or we should know each and every single vocabs which are really unknown. So in this way, when I usually hear something, after that, after finding out unknown vocabulary, I also try to find out those vocabs, those meanings by searching in my phone dictionary. I think those who are also learning English language, you should listen again and again. You should listen time and again. Otherwise, it's a little bit impossible to increase our vocab. So apart from this, I also try to read different types of books as well as newspaper. And every day I have a routine where I usually try to read the Daily Star each and every single day. And by reading newspaper, that means the Daily Star, I am increasing my level of vocabs or vocabulary. So when I usually read the Daily Star, I find out few unknown vocabs. Okay, so as well as few unknown structures, fantastic structures. Whenever I find out any new vocabs or any new vocabulary, after that, I note down those vocabs or those structure in my short notebook, and after reading newspaper, when I come my room, after that I try to search those vocabs, and suddenly I know the meaning of those vocabs from my phone dictionary. Apart from this, as you know, I am pursuing graduation from English literature. Okay, I'm pursuing graduation on English literature, so all this time I have to read the books in English, as well as all sorts of activities is are held by following English language. So teachers also teaches in English. So when the teaches in English, in the time they usually use different types of vocabs or different types of structures which is completely unknown to me. In the time I also try to note down those vocabs, those structure or pattern in my short notebook, and after finishing class I also try to know the meaning of those words or those pattern, as well as I also try to utilize those words, those pattern in my actual life. Uh, Otherwise it's really impossible to remember or to use those structure, those vocabs in my actual life. I must forget those vocabs if I don't use. So that's why you have to learn English language, as well as whatever you are learning, whatever you are memorizing related to vocabs, you have to utilize those vocabs in your actual life. Otherwise, you will forget those vocabs. So it's the actual way to read or to increase your level of vocabs. I'm actually doing these sorts of activities, and I'm also trying to trying to use those vocabs in my actual life, in my real life. But it's a little bit difficult to utilize those words. You have to do hard work all this time. You have to try to remember those words, and you have to also use those words in your actual life. And for using those vocabs, for remembering those vocabs, you need not to uh, you need to, so what can I say, you need not to memorize only, you also have to use those sorts of vocabs or those patterns in your life, in your actual life, in your actual or daily conversation. It's the actual way, it's the fantastic way to learn or to increase your level of English vocabs. So on the other hand, I can I could also say that there are few books which are really available in market or in budget. So which are the combination of vocabs, different types of vocabs are available there. So you, for increasing your level of vocabs or vocabulary, you can buy those one. But it's completely bad idea, wrong idea. It's not the actual way or uh, actual activities for increasing someone's vocabs or vocabulary. So you can read, but you have to. It's not the actual way. It's not the real way to learn or to increase our level of vocabs. So dictionary is also available, English to Bangla. So I think if you feel better, you can read, but it's not the actual way. It's not the real or the fantastic way to learn or increase our level of English vocab. So these are all about for memorizing or for increasing our level of vocabulary. I'm also following the sorts of things or tips and techniques, and I'm also trying to increase my levels of vocabulary. And in this way, I'm following. So uh, that's all about my point of view. I think it's the actual or it's the real way to learn or to increase our vocab. So if you have any extraordinary idea or extraordinary way to learn or to increase our level of vocabulary, please write down your valuable content in my comment box. I will inshallah try to utilize or try to think or try to use your comment, your valuable comment, and I will also try to utilize in my own actual life. And that's all about for today's content. May Allah Almighty bless us, and may Allah Almighty have mercy on all of us. That's all about. Assalamu alaikum.